You know, that really doesn't seem like the best way to secure your illegal fireworks. Hello and welcome back to more Let's Play Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. I am the Maxoffewtrades. In the last part, we arrived at China to pursue the Panda King and end his horrible extortion ring. And do all sorts of other terrible things. And in this part, we're going to keep going through this, place and get more treasure keys in the Flaming Temple of Flame, or the Redundant Temple of Redundancy, as it is known. Simply put, this is a very annoying level that's taken me a lot of trials and errors. And I just died. Okay, for some reason I didn't flip onto the pole for some reason. Okay, whatever, let's just try that again. Maybe Bentley will say something again, I don't know. Okay, finish your sentence.
Its temple-like facade, this place is really some sort of training ground. Stay on your toes.
Okay, now that Bentley got his sentence out of the way, we've got more kung fu monkeys to fight. And hooks to hang from. It's a training facility of a caliber most high. And it's going to drive me absolutely bonkers by the end of this video if I don't fall off the freaking thing. Thank you. Okay. So, I gotta wonder exactly who this training grounds is for, particularly. Seeing as how it seems to be designed pretty much for someone of Sly's abilities. And I'm just saying, from the looks of it, it doesn't look like his, monkey guardsmen are really quite at the right skill level to take on these sort of things. And once you see the Panda King himself, you'll ask how he would be able to do this sort of thing as well. So I'm a bit cautious to say that this is a training ground, at least for anyone who is here now. Perhaps it was for people in the past. For example, how many people have those sort of swinging hook things, specifically for canes? I don't think anyone's arms are long enough to actually swing from that sort of thing. Then again, I might be wrong. This might all be based on total fact. I don't know the actual training techniques for someone who's, doing various martial arts, and I just got punched in the face by and I don't even know what that is. It's either a monkey or a cat of some sort. And that really shouldn't... Those are two things that are very unsimilar, so... Kind of poor design, in my opinion. I should be able to instantly tell what creature a character is. And another one. No problem. Now, you'd think this would be dangerous or something, but it's honestly not. The nunchuck monkeys are just gonna hang out there and do absolutely nothing in particular. I mean, you can go up right to them and smack them with the thing, and they won't even care. That is intense focus and training right there. It's very admirable, I must say. Gotta make sure not to lose any of these dang bottles. It's so easy to miss one of them. Gotta wonder what kind of training exercise this is. Stand at a pole and swing your nunchucks randomly until I state otherwise. It will, I don't know, it will balance your chi or something. That sounds like something you probably see. Smash all the bottles. Anything over here? Anything over there? Nope, we may proceed. The Panda King. Honestly, if you're gonna ask me... Oh, hello. What happened? And I just fell for no reason. Okay. Sometimes the controls in this game are a little bit iffy. It doesn't really know what it is, what you're trying to, link up to. Like if you're trying to stealth walk something or, climb around on something, sometimes it'll get confused and grab something completely different than you were trying to do. And it'll screw you over pretty hardcore. As I've no doubt demonstrated multiple times now. Anyway, as I was saying, out of the fiendish 5 members, with the exception of the last one, which we will get to, I'm gonna have to say the Panda King is probably my favorite out of the 5. I can't really say why he's cool. He just is, which is weird because he's obviously the most absolute bonkers of the 5 of them. Okay, maybe not the 5 of them, but at least of the 4 we've fought so far. I need to quit upselling things. If I do believe, yep, there is this thing over here. Because this is something that makes sense. Now, I'm pretty sure you can't use fireworks for this, but somebody will prove me wrong one day, and I will be okay with that. Don't attempt it at all. I don't endorse recklessly awesome behavior. this thing, and I accidentally set that off, but that's okay because this is a magical resetting fireworks thing. Anyway, let's see if I can just, okay, this is going to take a little while. I'm pretty sure there's an easier way to do this, but I'd rather not bother, and you know what, I'm just going to do this. Hey, I didn't get hit! Go me! Alright, grab the balls and run like crazy. Or bounce against the wall for some reason. Yes. Whatever. Listen to this crazy music. Really gets me pumped for some reason. Not sure why. A lot of fun. I like high energy music, high energy things. As I'm sure you've noticed, I'm not exactly a low energy type of person. Actually, generally I sort of am. For some reason when I'm recording I get a bit more pep in my step, so to speak. And another very flimsy little thing here, that's odd. Okay, and I do believe somehow I've missed bottles, haven't I? Yep, I've missed 3 bottles, which means I get to go through the entire level and look for them all over again. See you then. Ah! Finally! Oh, man! Okay. It took me 4 swings through this entire level just to find that. Seriously. Freaking bottles in the bottles in China are diabolical, okay? Yeesh. Swear. And okay, you know what? All I'm saying is this better be freaking worth it. That was not easy, and it's never been easy. As much as I like, you know, the levels in this world and stuff. And I like the boss, and I like everything about it. Everything about this world is great. Except for the bottles. What is the code, Bentley, now?
Lucky for you, I burst in chaos theory. Otherwise, this code would have been unsolvable. Input 932.
Finally! 9, 3, and 2. Okay, game. You better not disappoint me here. Because this was just not fair.
Incredible! I never would have thought this was possible. Sir Augustine of Cooper's technique to briefly defy gravity. From now on, you should be able to pop right out of those bottomless pits you keep falling into, and you won't even lose a lucky charm.
Alright, I'm gonna admit, I was expecting something very soul-crushingly disappointing. That was actually, this is actually phenomenally awesome. Falling causes absolutely no damage anymore, although I do have to wonder, Bentley just referred to Sly's constant pit falling and dying and the like, which possibly is, I think that's a 4th wall break. Not entirely sure, though. Although I suppose it is rather ambiguous. Either way, that's how I'm going to interpret it. Anyway, that level was a colossal pain in the tuchus, and I'm glad it's over with. Now we can finally move on to a completely different level. We've got this jerk, although he's constantly nodding off, so I suppose that's no problem. Yes, yes, go back to sleep. Let's go to sleep, little monkey man. For I am about to go into the unseen foe, where we will fully utilize the invisibility technique that we learned a long time ago, but this is the first time it's actually required to get anywhere. They're kind of banking on you getting all the bottles in the first section of the game to tell you that you can do this. Because otherwise they're just going to teach you how to do it right here for some reason. And Bentley will show up.
This looks like a good place to try out your new invisibility move. Hold down the circle button to drop out of sight. While invisible, nothing can see you. Not lasers, not searchlights, not guards. Oh, and if the guards already see you, then the invisibility trick won't work on them.
Sure is lucky for that the Panda King installed these random conveyor belts in the middle of this one room. That makes total sense. No, seriously. That's certainly not at all random. Or convenient. Plot convenience or whatever, I don't know. Sly's a little crazy right now. And there's another monkey god, forced to use our invisibility technique to its fullest potential. Gotta wonder how this exactly works, and I also wonder what it feels like. Randomly transferring, you know, making your body transparent. I imagine it feels tingly. At least a little tingly. And I set off the things anyway. I have the power of invisibility, and I still get caught. I'm truly a master thief. Well, whatever. We got these random fireworks sprouting things. Luckily for us, they go off on and off randomly, so that means we can actually continue. If they didn't, we would have been trapped there, or get burned. Another completely convenient thing. For some reason, I've lost literally all of my speaking abilities. It's kind of embarrassing. Now I'm confused. How do I get out? Oh, there it is. Wait, what? I was almost certain there was a way to get back up there. Oh well. Just a moment. I'd actually like to take a moment and discuss exactly why I wanted to play this specific game. I'm a big fan of like I call them basically the PlayStation trio, essentially, because they all came on the PlayStation 2 and have like same number of games roughly. And I'm a big fan of the Ratchet and Clank series, the Jak and Daxter series, and the Sly Cooper series. And trust me, I plan on playing every single one of the games in every single one of those series. But I wanted to start with Sly Cooper specifically first because I don't know, I feel like out of the three, the Sly Cooper series gets the least amount of recognition out of all of them. Not to say that this game doesn't have its fans, it clearly does, otherwise it wouldn't be finally getting a fourth game. But you know what I mean, it's just, I don't know, I mean, even the developers themselves knew it. I mean, when they made that unbelievably random and stupid and wasted potential game of, you know, the PlayStation Move Heroes that combined all three series into one colossal minigame fest, which is just random. But whatever, we're not here to talk about that. It's that the three games share a lot of similarities, and I don't know, I just... Honestly, if you twisted my arm, I'd probably tell you I like the Sly Cooper series the most out of all of them. Which isn't to say any of them are bad. They're all great. I'm going to play all of them. It's just something about the Sly Cooper series that I'm just drawn to for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's the stealth, maybe it's the characters. I'm not sure. It's hard to explain why exactly you enjoy something. But the Sly games have always just filled me with a certain kind of feeling whenever I'm playing them that I've always really just admired. I don't know. I wish I could put to words exactly how it feels, but well, what you gonna do, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know if any of that really made any sense or not, but or if I really even made a point in that. I'm really not the best speaky word guy. I'm sure you've noticed. If for some reason you've ended up watching this. Either way, just getting my feelings out all up in this place. Getting some backstory up on here. Doing lots of stealthing, lots of monkey hitting with a stick, all that good stuff. Hopefully I haven't missed any bottles, because that would really, really stink. But I fully expect to have missed at least 15 of them somehow. Now, here's an interesting little room. For some reason, it's clear that they're trying to get you to like balance between all of the beams to get all of the bottles and stuff, but you could just go over here and break the thing and then go over and get all the bottles, so I don't know. Maybe it was supposed to be a trick, like you're supposed to figure out what I did or not. I don't know. Either way, there we go. Something else I find remarkable about the Sly Cooper series is its ability to keep its voice actors. With the exception of with Carmelita, which we will get into when I eventually play the second, third, and fourth games in the series, but I don't know. The fact that and from what I can tell, at the very least, Bentley, of all people, they're not exactly, I think, freakishly well-known voice actors, the guys who play Sly, Bentley, and Murray. I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it a bit more. But I don't think they do a lot. So maybe it's just they don't have much else going for them or something? I don't know. It just seems weird that they managed to constantly do that. I mean, even Ratchet and Clank had a different voice after the first game, although I'm pretty sure that was a developer thing.
It was a challenge, but this vault's combination has got to be 6, 6, 7.
Okay, that was dangerously close to the number of the beast. But it wasn't, so all's forgiven. Now, is this going to be the blueprints or something else? I demand to know.
You found the blueprints for the Panda King's lair. I'll upload the data straight into your Monocucom.
And suddenly I didn't have any problems finding the blueprints. I mean, not the blueprints, the bottles. Which is great because there's only one more level in the entire game with bottles. Oh well. Better late than never, I suppose. Was I supposed to jump down there? Yes. Yes, I was. Wasn't I? Yes, the guide lights.
Sly, this pagoda is some kind of huge gunpowder production plant. Judging by the scale, the Panda King must be making tons of explosives.
Well, he is a deranged former fireworks maker, and he is a demolitions expert. Kinda stands to reason he'd be making some explosives. Shock and awe, the explosives expert is making explosives. Consider my mind blown. Alright, let's unlock these fire things. I'm pretty sure those padlocks really wouldn't be able to stop people from setting off those fireworks, but whatever. I'd also like to know how hitting it with a stick sets it off, but that's simply a question we'll never get an answer to. Also incredibly lucky that that was the exact trajectory that those missiles were going, which makes me wonder why the Panda King set up a bunch of fireworks right there that if set off would immediately pull in a direct U-turn and smash through one of his buildings. But whatever!
I've calculated the trajectory of these rockets and I'm 99% sure you'll be able to ride them all the way to the top of that statue before they explode.
What about that other 1%?
Well, in that case, Sly, you will be blown to bits. But the experience will no doubt be spectacular.
Nice.
Now, to unlock these rockets, you're going to need all 7 of the Panda King's treasure keys.
Right on. I'll steal them in no time.
Okay, that transaction was easily my favorite in the entire game. It's like, well, there's a 1% chance you'll blow up into a million pieces in a fiery explosion of death, but it will be very pretty. Well, that sounds really cool, Bentley. He's just totally cool with it. Maybe he has complete confidence in himself, I don't know. Or maybe he finds that a very dignified way to die. Not sure. Either way, that's the end of the video. In the next part, we'll be getting some more treasure keys, maybe all the rest of them. We'll see. And, yeah. Despite my horrible speaking skills, I hope you had fun, and I'll see you guys next time.